Hello, welcome back to the channel. This couple of weeks, I think it's a couple of weeks, I was too fixated on the PvP content of this game because I just got Intisar and I was so excited about her. But I do want to review the 3.1.9, like the general idea of the content. And I know it's a bit late by now, but so I just want to give a summary. Like I'm gonna do a quick review of everything that is happening in 3.1.9 and my thought about it. So let's go. The first one is gonna be the bounty system, like the new bounty system have pros and cons. Like they are really good, but the thing is that you are forced to use your Nexus Crystal for something else. Like we no longer have Nexus Crystal for any of the bounties here. Usually you can get 100 Nexus Crystal for doing the purple bounty, and if you can do that 3 times a day, and if this event refresh every 5 days, that means in 5 days you can get up to 15 Nexus Crystals, which end up giving you 1,500 Nexus Crystals. So I doubt this gives you, like I forgot to take note of how much Nexus Crystals do you get from the 4 and 8 here, but I doubt that you get up to 1,500 Nexus Crystals, especially when they already changed the form of the Nexus Crystal into the Golden Record and Gold. Like I rather have Nexus Crystal than Gold here because I do need to transform them into the Golden Record. So yeah, this is another 200, this is 150. So this reward, the 12th one, is actually worth 600 Nexus Crystal. So yeah, that's how you calculate their worth. So you do generally want to finish either the experiment here, or you do want to finish the stamina and memo chips here. The stamina gives a lot. So in terms of Nexus Crystal worth, like it actually gives you more stamina than the Nexus Crystal that you can get in the previous bounty system. But again, like I rather have Nexus Crystal than stamina. Although I've only tried up to the purple one. The purple one gave me 100 stamina, and I think I heard my friend mention that the legendary one can give you 200 stamina. I forgot, like it's either 200 or 150 stamina. But again, I'd rather have the Nexus Crystal than stamina, although it does help a lot in the current championship event. But in the long run, I can make I can still live without stamina, but I cannot live without the Nexus Crystal. Like Nexus Crystal worth more than stamina because I can transform Nexus Crystal to stamina, but I cannot transform my stamina into Nexus Crystal. So yeah, pros and cons. And the best benefit that you get from the bounty system is that you no longer need to do story mode, you no longer need to do the simmer wave, the wave, the sonic wave here, the one that gives this thing. You don't need to go there anymore. Like you can just send Esper here and then receive your rewards, and that saves up a lot of stamina, especially for someone like me. Like I usually do my bounties and then go to the story mode and do multi-battle, and I totally forgot to stop them. I just end up doing 10 stages over there, and it's a waste of stamina. So this actually helps me a lot, you know. So you can focus on using all of your stamina into the stages that you actually want to grind instead of, like, you know, wasting them to do bounties. So pros and cons. And then we go to the new Esper here. I already mentioned about the Changchi. Like he is a very solid Esper, really good for PvP. But for my case, like I've already spent up every single thing that I have into Intisar. So if I were to pull Changchi in Resonance 0, I don't really have any use for him. So yeah, I'd rather just keep him. So the thing is that at Resonance 2, you are able to swap your HP with your opponent, and it's a very strong thing to have if you can actively choose when to use it, when to use the skill. But you need resonance too for that. If it's only at resonance 0, then he can only mirror your HP to your enemy, which is, you know, not really. It's okay, but I don't really need that right now. Oh, and I already talked to the customer service, and they clarified to me about this 400%. So apparently, this doesn't mean that 50% of Chang-Chi's defense can go up to 400%. This 400% is his damage cap, and it scales with the enemy's maximum HP to limit the amount of damage that he can deal. So, and the enemy that takes into account as a reference for the HP is the one with the highest AP. So, for example, here, if the enemy with the highest AP while Chang-Chi uses his third skill is maybe enemy's Dahlia, then if Dahlia have like 25,000 HP, that means that Chang-Chi can deal up to 100,000 damage, because that is 4 times of Dahlia's HP in total to all of his target, to all of the enemies that is currently alive. So each one of them will receive like 20,000 damage, because the total will become 100,000, which is 4 times of Dahlia's maximum HP. That is what they mean with this 400%. So that's the thing about this kind of games, about the skills. If the skill has limitation, if the skill has requirement, if the skill has damage cap, that means that that skill needs that limiter, because it can potentially be OP. So if you can build your Chang-Chi like full damage, then this 50% might be like deal a lot of damage that the developer needs to put a damage cap to his third skill. But yeah, it's all up to you on how to build Chang-Chi. If you want to give him critical damage, then do so. But remember, you have a damage cap. This depends on your enemy. So you do want to use his third skill to tanky lineup. So yeah, if you need him, do pull him. If you can get him to resonance 2, he is good. But then if you don't need him, then just keep him. So yeah, one thing that I noticed is that Chang-Chi doesn't have an event here. The story, where is his story? Where is Chang-Chi's story? I was looking forward to him like actually like working together with Narmer and all the other CEO of the Union to uncover the Miramon or anything, the miracle thingy, you know. But no story here. I don't know what happened. Maybe the developer wants you to focus on the championship here, maybe because you want to use all of your stamina into actually grinding your relic here. Maybe that's one possibility. So I don't really have the urgency to actually show you guys tips and tricks about the championship, because they already nerfed this to the ground. Like, you no longer need to compete in the championship in order to unlock your Chiron. Like, you can just do all of your point rewards down here, and then you can basically get your Chiron already. Like, I'm already at 30 here. If the Rally Championship, I can go up to here, I can already unlock my Daniel here. So yeah, they already nerfed this to the ground. So the only thing that you want to compete in the championship is if you want to compete in the world ranking here. So this is I'm gonna show you tips for whales here. So I already have the video about the previous championship, about tips and tricks in the previous championship. You guys can search it in my video list, and there are certain changes, like the relic grind. You can just grind as much as you can, like that one is brainless. And the thing is that the relic enhancement, there are certain changes here, like the point here have difference. So if I compare this to my previous video, let's see. So in the previous video, like the 6-star gives you 2 points, and the current one only gives you 1 point. So that's the difference. Like you can go to my video and compare each one for the +3, +6, +9, +12, and +15, all the numbers. I will give you the calculation down below in the comment section. I think it was up to 2,000 points, I think, in the previous championship. I forgot. Let's see the video. Yeah, the Relic Plus Championship, it goes up to 2,000, which requires you a lot of upgrades. That's why it requires me 14 million gold to be able to receive 2,000 points. So yeah, they already nerfed this event to the ground. Like, you no longer need to grind that much relics, so you can just take your time. Everybody gonna get their Chiron, and Chiron is a solid Esper. Like I've also already mentioned it in my previous video. He is another Esper that is able to give attack up to you. So for Espers, like, you can already guess, like when Lilith release new Espers, they will rarely ever have the same combination of buffs and debuffs. So if you already see attack up and shield here, that means in the future there will no longer an Esper that only gives attack up and shield. It might be Esper that gives attack up, speed up, and shield. Like combination of 3 buffs. It's possible, but the combination of only attack up and shield will not gonna happen again. So yeah, that's also how I can guess like what kind of buffs and debuffs new Esper's gonna have. But here Daniel is quite solid. Like the bonus turn here gives him the ability to cast his second skill and then third skill in a single turn, and they do support each other. Like the third skill, if your HP percentage is below your enemy, then Daniel's gonna stun his target, and by using the second and the third skill, you can actually reduce your current HP. So you're definitely gonna be lower than the enemy's HP in this way. And the best part about Chiron is that his first skill here, if you give him Avatara, then he will be able to keep stacking his recovery. And remember, recovery can stack. So if you get lucky with your Avatara, you can basically make your Daniel immortal, because the moment he moves, he will heal back to full health. So you do want to give him accuracy to be able to land this silence, because that's the requirement upon successful infliction to gain your recovery there. So yeah, solid Esper, very strong, but the thing is that he is an epic, so the way to counter him is to just give him buff blocker or give him disease, and that's it. And he will also just kill himself by losing HP every time he gets back. But yeah, solid Esper, and his damage is also the same as any other HP fighter, like 3% times 2, which is 6%. Yeah, same with any other HP fighter Esper. So that's it. That's basically 3.1.9. Oh, and then the ritual shop. Yeah, we have a new ritual shop here that gives you a lot of things. So instead of just grinding for relics, you can actually spend your coins from the ritual miracle to buy something else. So this is just like they are giving you all everything in every single content. Like right now, if you go to the Sonic Reef, you can actually get gold. So that is good. Like you get experiment and you get gold, which is a bit less than Dislyte. So it's just more of a priority. Like you get experiment and gold in Sonic Reef, and then you go to Ritual Miracle, you get relic, you can get experiment, and you can also get gold from here, and you can also still get gold from selling your useless relic. This thing, the ritual shop, actually makes it worth more to do Ritual Miracle than any other content in the games now. So you do want to grind a Ritual Miracle until you are able to buy every single thing here. I only missing 2 more of the gold here. So afterwards, you can choose to whichever content you want to go, but you do want to use up like finish up all this ritual shop, because it gives you the most value out of your stamina here, being able to grind your relic while still getting experiment and gold in the same using the same stamina. So yeah, that's it. I do hope the next update gonna release something new again, although I'm kind of tired like, you know, following all the changes here. So maybe we will see some cooldown time until Embla and Ethan come out later. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.